soul healers and tarot lovers. The card of today is the Temperance reversed. This is a major arcana card which speaks about a bigger lesson and maybe a deeper understanding, which might refer to many different types of experiences that pop up in our lives. Now, when the card is the right way up, it speaks very much about the pouring of the cups of the water between the two cups, between one side and the other, and the angelic forms speak about this communication. She has one foot in the water and one foot on the earth, which represents a connection to the subconscious water element and a connection to the earth as well, and staying balanced between these two and having this interactive flow of consciousness between what is a more material, mundane awareness and what is a more inner, subtle, hidden, occult awareness of what's going on a subconscious level of ourselves. So this card is about finding this, it's about finding this inner communication, finding balance in our life through feeling and maintaining and continuously interacting with ourselves on a subconscious level, looking within to find answers and asking the universe to show us signs, and looking a little bit deeper into life. It's not just looking deeper into ourselves, but it's also looking deeper into life, which is part of the same thing in essence. When this card is reversed, there is quite often a resistance to look within, to communicate with yourselves. There may be stories in our life which are a little bit unbalanced, a little bit extreme. There may be a little bit of conflict in our lives, because if we're not if we're not having a great communication with ourselves, then we probably won't be having a great communication with the world around us, and that will result in miscommunication, confusion, issues, problems will come up, extreme events will appear in our life because of the lack of awareness. So this card is very much an awareness story, and I've seen quite opposing reasons. There's often a duality when the cards come reversed. So we might be just going inside and looking for all the answers inside of us, and trying to find our the answers to our life and the guidance that we need in our heads. Maybe in a purely intellectual level, we may be stuck in the intellect and forget to ground ourselves in the body, and this grounding in the body is super important. We may be very focused on other people giving us answers, when the answers or the best ones are the ones that come from ourselves. So these are two different extremes. We may be all focused within, but on a mental level, and forgetting to ground ourselves, forgetting to look to the world, to look to our body, look to our hearts for the answers. And on another level, we may be exterior focused and trying to find all the answers from the world outside of us, instead of checking in and really feeling a deeper level of self-honesty, from which we can find our truth. We can find what's real and what's honestly needed for us in each moment of our lives. Other people can help us at different times, and we can help ourselves at other times. I remember having an experience once which related to this card being reversed, I would say, and it was me being very proud and arrogant and stubborn, that I had to find out all the answers by myself. And if I can't find the answers by myself, because I'm this guy who's supposed to be tapped in and tuned in and all that, then then I'm not worth it. And yet, in that attitude, I was stuck. I was going round and round in circles. I was trying to dig for answers on a level of ego, because of pride and because of this arrogance that I was holding on to. I had an experience once in a meditation where I just was looking for, trying to understand something so much and just going round and round in circles and bashing my head against a brick wall, to the point where I surrendered. I gave up. I went, oh, I just don't know. And in that moment, there was this flash of guidance that came to me, and it was like entities or guides, spirit guides, were speaking to me, and they said, hey, you can ask for our help. And I go, what? And I had a few experience with guides before, but this was a completely different level. And I was just literally having a conversation with a big ball of light in my head, and it was saying, yeah, we're here to help you, but you've got to ask. If you think you've got to do it on your own, you're wrong. You can ask for help, but you have to do so with humility. And so even the outer, what we might feel is an outer guidance, can come from an inner experience through our inner self, but it might feel like it's not coming from us, and yet it's coming through us. And yet we might need to humbly surrender our own ego wisdom in order to grab it and take on guidance which is maybe always there for us, but we don't know how to ask properly, and we often don't believe that it's there, or believe that we are able to tap into it. And I believe that we all are. So that's the angelic form here. That's this angelic guidance that can come from within if we know how to ask and communicate properly on an inner level. And that's what this reversal is maybe asking for. Maybe it's time for me to, connect again with my guides in different ways. Wish you all a great day, and hope this has been a fun message for you.